Who's cooking today on the Upper West Side?
Ethan Slater!
With host Katie Lynch, who's along for the ride.
Ethan Slater!
If singing and dancing sounds just about right,
Ethan Slater!
he's on the right show and it's called Backstage Bite!
Ethan Slater! Ethan Slater! He plays SpongeBob in a show called SpongeBob SquarePants!
We have Ethan Slater! I am so happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here. It's like two of my favorite things in the world is like having fun and food.
I think you just described my life motto.
That's something that I should be living by too. I guess I sort of do. I eat like 6 meals a day. My favorite is breakfast.
Really?
I love breakfast. Waking up, being really tired, making a pot of coffee, and then like cooking breakfast. Make a Neo or a Leo at home.
Ooh.
That's short for lox, eggs, and onion. I worked at a Jewish deli.
You did?
Yeah.
What was it called?
It's called Morty's.
You were like, give me those 2 sunny-side bacons and that side of cheese.
I did do that, but nobody listens to me. Yeah. I need a everything bagel stack because I'm about to go on break and I would really like a bagel.
You're like kind of wowing me right now and I haven't even asked you this question, but how much do you know about baking?
I watched every episode of the Great British Bake Off, so I would say I know like a very little amount actually.
Your technical challenge for today is pineapple upside down cakes.
Oh my goodness! Well, I've never made a pineapple upside down cake before, but it should be pretty fun.
They're gonna be delicious. Okay, I think we should get started.
Definitely. Spraying, spraying. Ooh, that feels really good.
Evenly separate 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Question for you. SpongeBob is something that kids are literally obsessed with. What were you obsessed with as a kid?
Oh, that's a really good question. I was obsessed with Jim Carrey movies.
Really?
So like Ace Ventura, Pet Detectives.
Give me your best Jim Carrey.
Oh, I don't do an impression? Oh, nope. Alrighty then. I got nothing.
Now I need a 1/4 cup of sugar in the raw, evenly in your pan.
That's gonna be a sweet one.
Now we're gonna do our pineapple. If you had to live in a fruit, what fruit would you live in?
Probably an orange, because I feel like it would ward off scurvy.
Put your pineapples in your pan.
Pineapple in the pan. I think I can measure this one pretty well.
And then put a cherry in the middle. Here's our first audience question from Just a Broadway Sponge.
Yeah?
If you could take home any prop in the show,
oh,
what would it be?
I think it would have to be the spatula. I could get some really good use out of that giant spatula.
Yeah, you could. Now you're gonna set this aside and we're gonna move on to our batter.
All right.
Now it's time for your dry ingredients, my dear. 1½ cups of flour.
I think this is about 1½ cups.
2 teaspoons of baking powder. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A pinch of salt. Maybe a little more than that.
This is like about as much of a pinch as you can get. How do you get more pinches?
You just open your fingers more. Ethan, it's time to mix all of these things together, and it's time to
mix back.
5 minutes later.
I think I'm gonna pass out.
Are you excited for our wet ingredients? A 1/3 cup of shortening. Perfectamundo. I would like to know, if you were in the witness protection program, who would you be hiding from? What would your new name be in your new life?
I think it's probably because I was in the subway and someone was putting in $1 into a busker's guitar case and then they took out the rest of the money and left with it and I was like, yo, not cool. And so I followed them and they like threatened me. They were like, we took money before, we'll take money again. And so I went to the police station and they didn't believe me that it was happening and it was like this whole spiral and I was like, you have to understand, like, my life is being threatened. And they're like, okay, you got 2 options. One is you can forget that any of this ever happened because it's probably not a big deal because you're talking about like a 12-year-old who threatened you. And I said like, look, I really need help. And they say like, what's your favorite area of the country? And I say Pioneer Valley in Massachusetts. It's like a beautiful area of the country and they're like, wonderful. So I showed them my signature and I was like, I want my signature to be legible as this new name. Your new name is Eric Spader. I work in a music shop, repairing old guitars and selling finger cymbals to children. Then one day, a child walks into my room, and he says, I knew I'd find you in the Pioneer Valley. And I said, how did you find me in this entire Pioneer Valley? And he says, I've been tracking your phone. You got GPS on it.
And I recognized your signature.
And I recognized your signature. Basically, long story short, he offers me a book deal, and I'm touring the country, signing autographs in Barnes & Noble, and it's like really exciting. It's like a whole new chapter of my life.
It's that time again for our favorite ingredient. It's sugar in the raw. I need 2/3 cups of sugar in the raw.
2/3 cups?
Oh my god, thank goodness. Do you know how to crack an egg with one hand?
It's like, that feels like you're asking if I know how to like clap with one hand. What's the worst that could happen?
Shells. Ethan, that was incredible.
Haha.
This is from Kara Kent, and she would like to know, would you rather snorkel with Danny Skinner or surf with Lily Cooper?
Wow. My gut says that I want to be snorkeling while Lily is surfing and Danny is scuba diving.
Can you add 3/4 teaspoons of vanilla?
Yes, I can.
Ooh. Can you also add 2/3 cups of milk? That was satisfying.
That is satisfying. I've never used one of these before.
What? Gosh, this is really exciting.
All right.
I would like you to add your dry ingredient.
Sorry.
Add it into your mixture that we're gonna mix again.
All right.
While you do this, I have another question for you. This is your Broadway debut. Your character's name is the show, and you were nominated for a Tony Award. Can we talk about this a little bit?
It's the most surreal thing of my life ever, but it's amazing. It's been this labor of love for 6 years, but the best part about it is that it's really a surprising ensemble piece. And like, we're working together, and every cog is crucial, and it wouldn't work without anyone else. No one does this alone, especially not SpongeBob. Making my Broadway debut in this show, I'm constantly reminded of not only how great the community at large is, but how lucky I am to have been inducted into the community with these specific people. It's been a really special experience.
Typical, incredible, regular, exceptional, extraordinary, bikini bottom.
Fill your cupcakes. Yeah, good.
Oh gosh. Too much?
No, it's perfect.
Woo! I have not measured this well. No one is surprised. But we
are too short. All right, Ethan.
All right.
It's time to put these in the oven. 350 degrees for 20 minutes, and then we are gonna play my favorite game of the show called Quick Fire Questions, and we're gonna get to know you.
Oh my goodness.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set, go. Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman?
Superman.
Backyard or rooftop access?
Backyard.
Last book you read?
Into the Woods.
What superpower would you want?
Flight.
Favorite movie?
League of Their Own.
Cat or dog?
Cat.
Middle name?
Samuel.
Drink of choice?
Beer.
What time did you wake up?
7.
Lucky number?
2.
Favorite musical?
Into the Woods.
Chicken, beef, or fish?
Chicken.
If you were a hashtag, what would it be?
Happy.
Uptown or downtown?
Uptown.
Boxes or briefs?
Briefs.
Comfort food?
Mac and cheese.
Spirit animal? Oh! Ethan, these are beautiful.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. These are so good. You did an incredible job.
Honestly, you did an incredible job. You did an incredible job. These are amazing.
How do I follow you?
Follow me on Instagram at Ethan Slater, but on Twitter, I'm Ethan S.A. Slater. And how do we follow you?
At Backstage Bite. What about SpongeBob?
At SpongeBob B-Way.
Ethan, I cannot thank you enough for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Seriously, thank you so much.
Of course.
Oh my gosh! You have till September 16th to go see Ethan Slater play SpongeBob in SpongeBob the Musical on Broadway!
You gotta come check it out. See you next time
on Backstage Bite. Woohoo!
Yeah.